Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. Sir,
Hello everyone. Good morning all.
good morning, sir. Sir, before starting, just one
Good
question.
morning everyone.
Sir, am I audible? Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I was trying with the Moon Valley,
Okay.
but the prompt was not coming. Just if you have 2 minutes, can I share my screen?
Yes, you can share your screen, sir. Yes.
Please allow me. Please allow me the permission, sir.
Yes. Yes. Allow for multiple people. I think Shridat, can you allow permission?
Can you try now, sir?
It is not active. So,
I have enabled multiple participant sharing.
it is not showing here in the share. Share is not active.
Let me try.
The prompt is not showing, sir. When I was trying, the prompt is not showing where that create, you do not create prompt, those things slash in the bottom. Those parts is not showing.
Maybe I can make you a co-host for just for temporarily, sir. Then you might be able to share.
Okay, okay.
Can you try now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It is sir, my screen is visible.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Moon Valley. Here I am trying here. Try to beat this. This this is screen. Then here I am taking this one new moon one. But here you see, sir, this.
I think there is some steps to complete. Can you click that complete icon, sir, on the button on the right? Yeah, that.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is to agree their policy. So just tick that.
This
Submit.
one.
Yeah. You can submit.
Submit.
Now it should. Yeah.
Yes. Plus.
Now you can like type. Instead of clicking the plus
Create.
icon, you can just click on the chat. Instead of clicking that plus button, sir, you can just click the
Where?
other area, the empty area, right to the next to the right of the button.
This one.
Yeah.
But
Just click there.
this is not active. Yes.
Yeah.
Create.
And just try slash create.
Create.
Yeah.
Dash.
Create.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
As
type the
then
space bar.
prompt.
Yeah.
Then prompt here. Okay.
Then you can type the prompt style and duration. So in the prompt, you can type anything, but the style and duration have specific input. So if you go to the styles, or can you click the style part?
Yes.
So there you can see those options, comic, fantasy. So you have to select from that. And duration also is short, medium, and long. So that you have to select from there. But prompt is very, whatever you want to enter, you can enter in the prompt.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah. Just one thing, sir. This will take some time to generate the video. Like the average time is like 4 or 5 minutes.
For
So
the duration of 10-20 seconds,
it's
maximum
not
10
even,
seconds.
it's like much less than that. It's close to 5 seconds or something. I think what they're planning to do is they will, so this is a free version, right? So free version, they can't give such fast rendering to everyone because then their server will be always busy.
Right.
So they will have an advanced paid version in the future in which people free version. We will convert to paid if they have the option to increase the duration of the video. Currently, we are not sure if they have the ability to create longer duration videos. So we are also staying with the free version as of now, but I think in a few weeks, because these things are progressing very fast, right? In general, like all the generative AI technology. So in a few weeks, they'll advance from 5-second videos to 20-second videos.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, sir. Rest I had tried. I tried with playground. I tried with teachable machine and
yeah.
Alpha 3D.
Okay, okay, excellent.
Here I was not sure. Okay, thank you
Yeah,
so much, sir.
yeah. You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, let us get started. Before we start, I just wanted to ask if everyone has tried the teachable machine. If anyone has any examples to share with everyone, it will be good. If you have any doubts, also just let us know before we move forward.
I had tried with two, three classes, two, three different objects on face, on bottle, on pen, notebook, diary.
Okay,
Three, four objects I had tried. And by
okay,
taking the images of almost 30, 40, yes.
okay, okay,
And accuracy was almost 100%.
okay. Other teachers, have you tried teachable machine by yourself? Uh, you can either type in the chat or you can unmute yourself.
Sir, what's the question?
Have you attempted a teachable machine after last lecture? Have you tried it on your own?
We tried Moon Valley last time.
Okay, okay. Okay. So teachable machine, it looks like Purushottam sir has tried, but other teachers have not. So we encourage everyone to use it. It's actually it's pretty simple and it can be used to create uh, very interesting applications. So I'll just show some from our last batch, some examples. Actually, teachers had done a lot of different varieties in the last batch. Uh, so I'll just showcase two to you, which we have uploaded in the presentation. Okay. Okay. So I hope you can see the screen. So this was in one of our last batches which we had trained. So here you can see that there is a classifier which is made between carrot and radish. And then in the testing, you can see an image which is used. It is quite different from the training images. So basically, it's a carrot and radish classifier. The second one is also pretty simple but interesting. It's between leaf and flower classifier. So the teacher had built a classifier that identified between a leaf and a flower. Then there was another classifier which identified between red rose and blue rose. And one of the things that uh, we are expecting you to solve this on your own is because there is a very important concept that is taught through this. So I'll just cover this concept right now. Yeah, so this is the concept of training data. And now this is something which is the bedrock of almost all the AI models that you see around you. And understanding this is very crucial to develop your understanding about uh, a lot of applications that we have seen so far. So far we have seen, let's say, ChatGPT. We have seen Moon Valley. Then we saw some applications which our phone uses, for example, face recognition, then fingerprint recognition, audio recognition. So how do these applications exactly work? How does ChatGPT exactly work? How does Moon Valley work? How do these applications which we have on our phones, in Amazon, Netflix, YouTube, you can see that all of us get recommendations based on the movies we have seen in the past. So how does the software know which movies to recommend to us? So for that, it is very crucial to understand training data. So if you think about the teachable machine, let me again go through that. So teachable machine. Teachable machine has image project as the first example. Now here in class 1, you can add anything here. Let us say we try carrot and radish. And here you are supposed to upload images based on the class. Now whatever you add here, it is called as training data, and these are called as the classes. So for example, we have currently looked at uh, just a 2-class classifier, but you can also increase the number of classes here to anything. For example, you can add more vegetables here, and you can create something like a vegetable classifier. So whenever someone picks a vegetable and puts in front of the camera, your software can detect what vegetable it is. Uh, so whatever we upload here in this add image samples, that constitutes the training data for the AI model. Now it's very important to understand this training data and how what we should take care. So for example, let's understand between these two classes one more time. So we have looked at this in the last lecture as well. Is there? Yes. Okay. So if I just add one image of a dog, and for the cats, if I just add simply one image, so now in the training data, we have uploaded just one sample of the dog and cat, and I click on train model here. Now, this part is called testing. So now when we want to test the model actually, let's pick some image which is different from the training image. Let's pick an image of a dog. Okay, so let's pick this image and see what so you see the classifier is completely it is confused. So it says it's a dog with 48% accuracy and it's a cat with 52% accuracy. So why is this happening? Can anyone tell why this is happening?
Just because of taking the very less number of model.
Yes. So yes, sir, that is completely correct. The reason this happens is because the diversity in the training data is not at all there. Basically, the data is not diverse enough. So let's look at some practical examples to understand this in detail. So fingerprint detection. We use our phones. There are two options to unlock. Either we can use the password, we can use the fingerprint, or we can use the face unlock. Now, sometimes it happens that you must remember uh, when you start using the face unlock feature for your phone asks you to take your image from or take your photo from all angles, from the front view as well as from the side view. Now, why does your phone ask that? The concept is exactly same what we looked at in cats and dogs. We want to make the training data as diverse as possible because you might be sitting in a bus and you might be trying to unlock your phone. So there, if you are facing sideways for some reason, still your phone must unlock. So that's the reason the training data has to be very diverse and it has to be taken from all angles. So the same thing happens in the fingerprint detection also. In the fingerprint detection, they ask you to uh, register your fingerprint multiple times until the entire pattern is completed. So that whenever you put your finger later, the training data should be diverse enough that the phone should unlock. So now let's take this example. Okay, so all of us have used Google as the search engine, and whenever you type something, it autofills your search request. So for example, if I type best, then the autofill requests can be best restaurants around me, or best hotels around me, or best movies around me. So can anyone think about it and answer what is the training data that is used in this process? When the Google is autofilling your search request, what is the training data that is used here? So can other teachers also answer? Yes, Rana sir.
Those words which are very famous, it uses that words first initially.
And how does it identify those words, sir, which are famous? How does it know?
Because
As per
multiple
the
people are searching all together these
words,
words. So from there, that Google search engine system
which word is more searched, it will
search.
show first.
Yes, frequently
Yes,
searching.
that is completely correct, Rana sir and Purushottam sir as well. So the training data that is used here is the search done by all the people around the world. That is the training data. And using that, Google actually makes a filter of if I type best, then people around me are searching these search requests the maximum, and that's why I'm getting uh, that sort of uh, queries on the search. Another option here is that apart from what other people are searching, sometimes uh, the queries that you get when you click on that is what you have searched before also. So it's a combination of two things really. It's a combination of what other people in the around your area are searching, plus your personalization data as well. So for example, if I have searched before best restaurants near me, then when I type best, then I am more likely to get that as as the as the list of queries that come at the bottom. But the training data here is definitely the historical data of what users have searched, which you can see in the first line. Now let's look at some other examples. Has anyone used an app before that recognizes a song that is playing? There was a very interesting application called Shazam, which used to recognize this. So you can even download the app now if you have not used it. It is completely free. So once you download the app and let's say you play some music on your phone, the app can actually recognize what is the song that you are playing. And all of us have experienced this. Sometimes you remember the tune of the song, but we are not able to recollect which song is this. Or we are sometimes humming a song in our minds and we want to know what song it is. So then also it is very useful. So can anyone answer this question? What is the training data that is used in this application? So now even Google has this, everyone. So even if you don't download the Shazam app, you click on the Google app. There is a voice search option there. I'm not sure if anyone has used it, but I have used it multiple times. So there you can actually play a music and it will recognize. So can anyone try to think of what is the type of training data that is used over here?
Frequencies of frequencies, there are
Yes,
different
yes.
songs, frequencies
Anyone
and
else? Okay, sir. Anyone else wants to answer what is the training data that is used? Okay, tune or notations. Prachi ma'am has answered. Remember that sometimes even if the entire song is not playing, only if a small segment is playing, still it catches which song is that. Okay, so let's try to look at what uh, uh, what is the training data that is used here. So similar to how we have the fingerprints database. There is a very comprehensive database of audio fingerprints, which is very similar to frequencies, as Rana sir was saying, or even the tune. So this includes the entire variation of frequency versus time of the entire song. Now imagine that we have used in Teachable machine, what we have used is images. We have not currently seen audio, but we'll be looking at audio as well in this lecture. In the audio samples, when you are speaking or when a song is playing, it gets converted into a wave. So that wave is the signature of any song. So for example, some songs might have a very sinusoidal type of wave. Some song, if it's a linear, not much variations are there, it will almost be like a flat wave. So every song has a unique audio fingerprint, which becomes the training samples. You can, yes, Rana sir is also saying, Prakash sir is saying that, yes, most search songs, sir, actually, most search songs is not the training data that is used here. What the training data is the pattern of every single song. Most search songs would be the training data which is used in YouTube search, for example. So that is the training data for a very different type of application. So imagine that humans need food and water to survive. Similarly, an AI model needs training data. Otherwise, the model is useless. It is not intelligent at all. It does not know what to do. So the intelligence actually comes from the training data, which all of us have seen using the teachable machine example as well. So let's take another example, weather forecast from an application. So weather forecast is something which is, in my experience in India, the weather forecast is not that good. When we were in the US, it was extremely accurate for some reason. Even the Google app used to predict the weather perfectly, but in India, when I use the Google app in my city, it's not very useful. Okay, but what is the training data that is used here when the app is trying to weather forecast? Can anyone guess about this? Prachi ma'am has said location is the training data. Okay. Anyone else? Rana sir says climate is the training data. So think about it this way. If you are a machine and if someone asks you, okay, what will be the weather of this location after 2 hours? So that machine does not know anything. So what information will the machine require to make that prediction? So
Temperature,
Purushottam sir has said
temperature,
temperature.
pressure,
Okay, okay. So let's see actually
moisture present
what
in
is
the air.
the data. So as everyone had predicted, if the machine were to be given records of past weather conditions, that if this is the temperature, humidity, uh, precipitation, wind speed, and direction, then that weather data can be used to predict or forecast in the future. Another type of data is the satellite imagery. So this you might have seen in the cricket matches also. Sometimes the weather forecast is very accurate. Even before the match starts, they are able to predict that there are huge chances of rain. And sometimes it's apparent from the cloud patterns itself, which comes from the satellite imagery data. So this is actually huge amount of data that is gathered based on the past weather conditions as well as from the current images coming from the satellite. Kuldeep sir has mentioned air quality index. Sir, that is also a very interesting example actually. How is air quality index measured? So I believe air quality index measurement is more real time, more than forecasting. I'm not sure if I have seen any air quality index being forecasted. It is more real time predictions that I have seen with respect to the air quality index. YouTube now. YouTube, this is another very interesting example. Can anyone tell what is the training data used in our YouTube? This is a relatively simple example, actually. I think all of you will be able to answer this. What is the training data that is used in YouTube or Netflix or Amazon Prime? So Rachi ma'am has said movie name, song name. So ma'am, just try to think about this. Every person has a different YouTube.
Views number of
Okay. Number of views. Anyone else? Yes, so as Sridhar is asking, is it your watch history or the trending videos or a combination of both? Basically, every person sees something on the YouTube which is very different from what the other person is seeing. For example, everyone on this call. So the training data has to be something that is, yes,
one
Rana sir.
ideology of that person.
Yes, so yes, if you, yeah, so that is, okay, Prachi ma'am, a key word about what information we want. Okay, so Prachi ma'am is actually, yeah, so everyone has given a different type of answers. The actual answer is basically the watch history, the search history, and the user interactions. Um, every user sees different YouTube. And the reason is that, let's say, if I watch more comedy videos on YouTube, I will get recommendations which are also comedy movies. So the training data is not very generic or common to all. Here, the training data is very specific to every user. For example, if someone is watching more cricket videos, then they will get the videos on their YouTube feed, which are also related to cricket. So user watch history, user search history, and the user interactions. If I like one video, I will be shown more videos related to that. Same thing happens in Facebook also. If let's say you see an ad on Facebook and you like that ad, you see more ads which are related to that particular content. So some of you had answered about the answer of this question to be what you are typing in the search. So that is actually not the training data. Of course, what you have typed in the past is the training data. And also that is not common to all. That is very different for each and every user. So before you use, let's say Netflix, YouTube, Prime, any application in the future, just be aware of the fact that there is an AI algorithm which is watching everything. It is like some smart person who is sitting inside the application and making a track of everything that you are doing and suggesting you your watch history, search history. So this was not possible actually some 5 6 years back. Nowadays everything has become so personalized and it actually improves the usage of the user. So for example, if I'm using Netflix, I will be seeing something which is, as Rana sir said, it is dependent on my personality, which is finally what the algorithm is capturing. So this was a part of the last lecture which we wanted to cover. So if you have not used Teachable machine, everyone please, after this lecture is over, just try to use it, because unless you use it, you won't really appreciate what we are trying to teach in this first part. And this is something which some of you might find intuitive, some of you might not, but this is very important to understand. And the reason it's important is because you should not think that AI is like some magic or something, but it is all very logical. It is all linked to the training data that we are providing.
Sir, could you give me one demo related to this Shazam.com, the music recognition?
Yes, Shazam.com. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
there is an application actually. You will find it in the Play Store. So this is the application, Shazam.com. So you can actually, I think, use it on your desktop also. So if you click to Shazam, use your microphone, and then you can actually, it can detect it. So I don't know if I can show it immediately, or yes, maybe we can play some music and try to see. Let us try to play Christmas song. So I will again let me allow. You can see it is listening now. Now we'll play the song. We have not started playing yet. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. Let us. Now we'll start. Yeah. So it catches the song, whatever we have given it. So this is actually a very interesting application. And as I was saying, now Google also has it. But Google application on the phone has it actually. I'm not sure if this has it. On your phone, if you can see a G symbol, the Google symbol, try to use that as well. But this is also very interesting. This is actually very accurate.
I
And
think you are able to sing the song probably, right? So it also detects your voice, right?
yes, 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 yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay.
It also detects your voice.
Like sometimes
So
if a nice song is playing in the background when you are going to a cafe or something and you really like it, and if you want to identify what is that song, because sometimes you will like something that someone else is playing, but you can't ask them what you are playing, then you can actually switch on Shazam and Shazam will tell you what they are playing.
In a family member, if 4 5 members are there, so different voices are there, so it can be recorded. It can be trained the voice and
yes,
You don't
that is
have to
what.
train, sir. It's already trained on so many
Yeah.
voices.
pre-trained. Suppose new
Yes, sir. So
members are there, new
this
voices are
application
there. In
is
that
already
case,
pre-trained on a number of songs. So it's trained, I think, on uh, almost all the songs which are out there in the world currently. So you don't necessarily have to train it. So we can actually train some. So that's what I wanted to show in the next step. So let's actually see how we can make an audio classifier, which is linked to the discussion that we were having about the Shazam application. So finally, there are three things that you can do with the teachable machine. Image project we have already seen. Second is the audio project. Through this, you will also understand the audio fingerprints that we were discussing. So let's click on the audio project. Okay, so here also it's the process is very simple. The only difference is that instead of uploading any video or anything, you are uploading or image, you are uploading an audio sample here. So let me just show a demonstration to you how this works. So first step is always to upload a background noise. So here you can see an audio model requires at least 20 seconds of background noise. You cannot delete or disable this class. So we definitely have to, so for 20 seconds, we'll just play this. 1 minute. Not able to okay, so the background noise we have extracted first. So this is something in which we are not really speaking or playing anything. Now let's actually try to add the Christmas tune in this as the second class. So Christmas tune, the same thing that we saw with Shazam, we'll be trying to see here as well. So I'll be clicking on the mic. Okay, so Christmas tune we have extracted now. Okay, now we'll add another class. Let me add, let's say, a clap class in which I'll be clapping and I'll be saving the audio samples. Okay, so you can see that I was clapping in this and then I will extract this sample and I'll extract the same sample 4-5 times. So now we have the background noise, we have Christmas tune, we have clap. Let us add another class. Here we can maybe use some different voice.
Whistling.
Whistling.
Yes, we can use whistling. Okay. Now finally, let's try to add our national anthem. Okay. So
So
now
are
we
you
have
playing the national anthem in using your phone?
yes.
Okay, that was for some reason not audible. Like
Okay,
the things
okay.
we were playing on phone were not audible.
Did you hear the Christmas tune being played on the phone?
No.
Okay, so everyone, I think you are not able to hear
Maybe it's
these
because
things.
it's far from mic. The phone is far from mic. Not
Okay.
sure.
So we'll, in the testing, we will try to place the phone close to the
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, so we have uploaded these audio samples of all these four things. Christmas tune and national anthem. Probably you are not able to hear, but on our phone we just played it and we added it. Now we will
So can
again.
can you play that at least?
Yes. So can you hear this?
No, actually, even whistling was not audible for some reason. I think when that mic is
Oh,
picking up the voice, this Zoom mic is not picking it up. But it used to work
okay.
before, yeah.
Here I think we can click. Okay, 1 minute. Share sound. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's better if we do it again, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. Okay, so let's try to do this again actually. Are you able to now hear on the phone if we play
Mm,
something? So,
no,
okay,
is
so
something playing?
now were you
Uh,
able to hear
no.
No.
That's interesting. Why is that not audible?
this? You are not able to hear?
No.
Okay, let me try to see. There's some options. Where? Okay. I think I switched it and then okay, now I think it should be fine. Can you try again using the? Are you
Uh,
able to hear now?
no, where is the phone actually? Where is the phone located?
It's very close to my from where I am speaking.
Oh,
Okay. Interesting.
is is the volume full or something? Can you?
Yeah, it is full.
Oh, it's
So is it near to your mic?
Yes, it is actually near.
is Zoom
Maybe
somehow recognizing it as a background noise and removing it?
I don't know actually.
There's a, in the preferences, there is a,
Okay, whistle also you did not hear, right?
no. In Zoom preferences, there is a background noise removal. Like in the audio, there is a background noise removal. Maybe that we can do low or something.
Audio setting. Okay, background noise suspicion. Okay, let me. Possible to disable this.
Yeah, maybe we can keep it high or yeah.
Background noise suppression auto. Keep it low.
Low, yeah. Yeah, now now we can hear a lot of background. Can you play the song now?
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. Now it's audible.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Audible.
Yes.
Okay,
Audible.
okay.
Yeah, very
Now
good
it is
technology
audible.
by Zoom.
Okay, now it is audible.
Yes. Now, no,
Okay,
now it's
okay.
not. Now we can't hear anything because now
Now
you have.
it's fine. Now
Okay, yeah.
so let me start. So now in the second class, I'll be adding Christmas tune. Okay, so Christmas tune I'll be adding now. So clicking on mic and this was audible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So now third class I'll be adding is the whistle. Okay, and then finally I'll be adding the national anthem.
Clapping is left, I think.
What?
Clapping also.
Okay, clapping also we can add, sir. Yes, I'll add that. Okay, and then finally we'll add clapping. Okay, so now we have four classes. We have Christmas tune, whistle, national anthem, and clapping. Now we are again going to train our model. And then now let's say if I don't speak anything. Now if I clap, let me try clapping. So it says clapping 100%. Let me try to whistle. Okay. Now let's play some tunes and try to see. First we'll play the Christmas tune and then we play from that. Yeah. Now let us play the national anthem. Okay, so we can see that the testing is almost accurate. There are some errors here and there, but all of you must understand why these errors are coming now. It's because of the diversity in the training data not being there. But what these applications like Shazam are doing are actually very similar. They have made a model which is trained on all the songs. Here we just took two songs, Christmas tune and the national anthem, and whenever that song played, it was able to detect which song is playing in the background. So here you can see the training data. It's instead of it being images, it's in the form of a frequency curve, a frequency wave. Since we are trying to classify the audio, and yeah, Shazam is one of the excellent applications in which there is a day-to-day use of this. Okay, so this also we encourage everyone to try out on their own to understand the meaning of training data, to understand the importance of diversity in the training data, and how training data can be used to build AI models. So far, you can see we have not yet looked at this middle portion, which is how this model is being trained, which we have kept deliberately as a black box in the initial part of the teacher training. We just want you to appreciate what happens when an AI model is being trained and how AI works actually. So there are three parts. Just keep in mind that there is a training data, there is a model training process, and there is a testing data. So this is similar to when a person is writing examinations. Training data you can consider as being the practice exams. Then the model training is where you try to assimilate all the information that you have practiced, and the testing is where you are giving the final paper. The final paper is never going to be the same as what you have practiced, but you are hoping that your practice is good enough that you get good marks or good accuracy in the final paper. So try to just keep this analogy in mind whenever you are thinking of any AI model. And please practice this and share it in the group.
It's like input, process, and output.
Yes, yes, it is. It is very much similar, sir. Yes. Does anyone have any doubts or questions? So
Yes,
let
the
us look at.
third one, we can see here Poach project. So
Yes,
image
yes.
project
So
and Poach project is different or almost
yes. So
similar.
let us look at the third one, which is the pose project. So pose project is something where we have to use our webcam because our pose will be detected. So pose can be anything. Let us say now, I will say thumbs up as the first pose where I put my thumbs up. So I allow the webcam. Okay, so this is, let's say, the first one. So here you can see the training data is the pose, and there is a very different model that is being used, which is tracking basically my eyes, where my nose is, where the two ears are, and where the top of my shoulders are. So overall, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, and it accurately tracks them. If I move my face, these points will also move. So in a way, whichever humans comes in front of camera, it tracks the eyes, ears, nose, and the shoulders. That's how it is able to classify the pose. So now thumbs up is the first pose. The second pose is, let's say, thumbs down. Here also you can see that everything is being captured by these dots in front of me. Let me actually delete this. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Hold to record. Okay, so I have two classes, thumbs up, thumbs down. In the third class, I just want to put my entire hand up. Hand up, and in the last class, I want to put my hand down. Okay. So hand down is something, let's say if I do this. Okay. Can anyone think of any practical application of this where this algorithm might be very useful?
Movies,
How, sir, in the movies? Can you explain?
for animation purpose.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that is actually a very good application. I think sometimes in the movies, there is an animated character which is mimicking what a human is doing. So I think this tracking is very useful for that. Any other examples where in the classroom this can be used? Yes, Kuldeep, I said online examination. Sir, can you explain how it can be used for online examination?
The movement of the students, head movement, hand movement, eye contact, position
Okay.
change, gesture, posture.
Okay. Okay. So one interesting application is to track the attendance of the student. So whenever a teacher asks that, "Are you present?" then we raise our hand and we say, "Present, teacher." Now imagine that this model was there in front, or there is a camera which is placed in your classroom, and whenever a student is coming inside a class, they are raising their hands and they are saying that, "I am present in the class." So whenever the hand is up, basically we are tracking whether the student is present, and then that will be marked as present. So this is one application which I immediately thought of, which can be used.
Sir,
Online examination to identify eye contact. Yes, Rana, you were saying something.
actually, Kuldeep sir was telling that there during COVID time there was one the exam conducted. So mostly it was
Okay.
offline, but that time
Okay.
they were conducting online. So those who students
Okay.
those do not do malpractices, so they should always concentrate on the screen. If they move here and then it will be considered as copy, and automatically
Yes, yes,
the
yes. Yeah.
this what we say exam will be terminated.
Yes, yes, that is actually a very good example, Kuldeep sir. I think the small movements can be detected by this, since it is capturing the eyes, ears, and the shoulders also. I think if our shoulders move, it will be able to capture that. How it can be done in the image classification, we have to think about, but at least I think this pose, we can identify if the pose is something which is appropriate for an exam, or if the pose is something like a copying pose. I think a copying pose can be something where a student is looking in front, or looking in the side. And if these are trained as a class, like a copying class, then I think it can be tracked real time. Prakash sir is saying traffic signals. Sir, can you please explain how it can be used in the traffic signals?
Sir, actually, traffic signal means traffic signal cameras, means any
Okay,
accidents or if anyone is crossing the line before the signal,
correct,
then
correct,
that
correct.
time at least we can use this.
Correct, sir. That is a very interesting application, actually. I had not thought about it. Okay, so now let us see how this works. So now we have these four classes. We will be training the model now. So I click on the train model option. You can see that it is taking a lot of time here to be trained. The reason is that every training, I think 5 points are being captured. So even though it is 72 post samples, I think the training data is 72 into 5. Probably because of that, the training is taking much time. Now it will be over. It's slowly progressing. Okay, so now I'm not doing anything, so it is kind of confused. So let us say if I do this, it says thumbs up. If I do this, it says thumbs down. Now let me try. Okay, now if I come up and if I move my hand up, it says hands up. But it's also confused between thumbs down, because thumbs down is here. So if I do both, it is in the middle. So that is not a very accurate model. There is a lot of need for an improvement here. And hands down, if I do, yes, that is okay. But this is where I think there is some common intersection where both the things can be, I can actually move between the two. Okay, so this is the third one, which is the pose classifier. And all of these three models are, I think they are very important to learn whenever someone is learning about the AI modeling process. So the applications of these can be huge, actually. So there is a student project that we have done with some students, where they actually built an AI uniform inspector. So I will leave you to think about it, how we can build a uniform inspector using one of these three. Which one should I use for that, and how should I use that? So the application is that there is a camera in the classroom, and students come in front of the camera, and it will detect whether the student is wearing a uniform or not. And if the student does not wear uniform more than 3 times in a month, then a warning signal will be issued for that student. So just think about how this application, what are the classes should we use for this application, how this application can be built.
Image,
That, yes,
first
sir.
one, image project to
Yes,
identify
that is,
of the
yeah,
uniform.
that is correct, sir. And what are the classes that should be used within the image project?
If the student has wore tie,
Okay.
shoes.
And what if, let's say, sir, the student wears a sweater one day, then what will it detect? Will that be included in the training data? So all of these cases we have to think about when we are building an application like this. But it is correct that we have to use the image project. Uh, okay, so overall, we started by learning about the meaning of artificial intelligence, the applications of AI in our daily lives, how it has like penetrated the healthcare segment, education segment, in the automotive industries. Then we looked at how to use Chat GPT-4, GPT higher versions, how to use Playground and other applications like Moon Valley to create interesting projects. Now we are actually diving deep into how the AI models actually work. What is training data? What is the model? So if you think about it, we haven't yet looked at what is this step. What is the training model? What is called as testing data? Then these three types: image classification, audio classification, and pose classification. So these are all called, these come under classification algorithms under AI. There are also other types which is called as regression. We will be covering that in one of the classes. So regression is an example where you predict into the future. That is a very important application of AI that cannot be included in the classification. So weather forecasting is a great example of regression. Another example of regression is during COVID-19. So this actually Raj worked on. Using the existing data of the patients, infected patients, you predict into the future how much the cases will rise, and try to form policies regarding the number of hospital beds, etc. That is an example of regression, but we will be covering that separately. Generally, regression and classification, these two, they can cover most of the AI applications. One of the things that we would like to encourage everyone in this group is that please be more proactive on WhatsApp, because that encourages us also. I'm sure you must be telling your students the same thing in the class, because there are a lot of interesting applications, Chat GPT, Moon Valley. If you have any doubts, just put it in the group. We are all very active on
Sir, you're not
WhatsApp. So,
audible.
hello, is it audible now?
Hello,
Yes.
sir. You're not audible.
But I can hear you, sir.
Rana sir,
Okay,
maybe
okay.
you got disconnected from the.
No, no. Now you're audible.
Okay, okay. So I was just saying that we encourage everyone to be active on the WhatsApp group. If you have any doubts, please post it. Take a screenshot and post it on the group. All of us are very active on the group, and we would be happy to solve the doubts that you are having. And the true learning always happens when you do it by yourselves. Until now, you have listened everything, but if you start doing, you will start to enjoy and appreciate what AI is. So please start doing that from today's lecture.
Sir, in the
And
WhatsApp
yes,
group, sir, in the WhatsApp group, I
yes.
can see here only up to second lecture link it's shared here.
Yes, yes. Kuldeep sir has also asked for the same. We'll be sharing the PPTs also, and video recordings. Some are being processed, but some are
Yes.
already processed. So we will be sharing the video recording links also.
Okay, sir.
So we will be doing that soon, today itself.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Uh, okay, okay, everyone. So this brings us to the end of today's lecture. In the next lecture, mostly we will be covering the basics of regression, uh, since classification is already covered. And after that, we will look at some real life projects which are included in the AI project cycle in 1 or 2 lectures. And some of these projects which you are learning, you can already start showing to students. So especially if you yourself are familiar with Teachable machine, we have seen that students really enjoy if these
So
projects are
is it free?
demonstrated
Teachable
in
machine
his
is free.
class. Yes, sir. What are you saying?
Teachable machine, is it free or?
Yes, fully free. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful tool for students also. So if you learn and if you tell students an assignment to go home and take photos of vegetables and fruits and create an image classifier, they'll be very happy to do.
Sir,
In fact, they come up with very interesting projects.
sir, as a science teacher, we mostly have science exhibition. If we want
Yes,
that teachable machine, this thing attached to some project and identify showing a robot or something, is it possible?
yes,
Yes,
sir. It is possible actually. So there are two types. One thing is where you can create an application on the computer itself. We have actually developed a kit which you can integrate with the teachable machine. So if you want to show something physical, let's say, let me show some videos. Yeah, we can show you some interesting. So that way, whatever applications that you build on teachable machine, it can all come as a part of a physical kit.
We have to use something camera or something attached to laptop.
Yes. So the camera, it can be the webcam of the camera itself, actually. So here you can see. Yeah, so here you can see we'll be showing some videos now. So there, you can see teachable machine connected to a kit actually. So I hope sound is audible, but I am not sure.
yeah.
Yes.
So this is something which is really good, and it's
Sir, where,
like it excites students a lot.
sir, where we can get?
So we have actually prepared these kits ourselves.
Hmm.
Sir, actually, I'll be visiting the school next week, so we can actually interact on my visit itself. So I'll explain everything in that visit.
Okay, sir.
I'm planning sometime Wednesday or Thursday in the DKT school in Ichalkaranji, right? I think so. Yeah. So I'll be visiting that school, so we can actually interact in person.
Okay, sir.
So one of the things that all of you can also see here is that there is very minimal coding that is required to make applications like these. And that is what is the interesting thing about AI. It's not really a subject which is very coding intensive. Even if some student or as a teacher you're not well versed in coding, but you are proactive and interested to learn about these different applications, you can still understand it in detail.
Students use this Arduino and all this small chipsets. Can we get the coding from AI?
Yes, sir. Actually, nowadays it's whichever coder that you speak to, everyone uses Chat GPT for their coding purposes. So coding is something which now you have like a permanent assistant with you always, which is the Chat GPT tool. So the entire coding platform, the syntax and everything, you can get it from Chat GPT.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
And
sir.
it, and it is very accurate also. It might not be very accurate to solve maths equations, but coding it is good. I think it's like,
Yeah,
we can trust it. It is usable
yeah.
for coding purposes.
It's very good for coding. It's very accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, when we build our own website, we use ChatGPT to code the some of the functional components of the website. So it's like it's actually useful for even companies, not just for hobby projects.
So once if you come, then please show us one demo regarding this project type.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll be visiting next week itself, sir. So we'll meet on that day.
Okay, okay, sir. If you have any prerequisite, this you can.
Sure, sure. Okay, okay.
You can arrange
Generally,
it,
I'll
sir.
be just requiring a projector screen for a demo or a room with a smart screen. That will be sufficient.
Sir, any application or website based on AI which can create our personal or professional website?
That is actually a very good question, sir.
There might be existing some tools which use.
Currently, I think you can create individual pages or a website, but it's not exactly AI. I think there are tools to create easily websites.
WordPress is
Websites.
there. By using WordPress, we do
WordPress is,
all
yes,
the
yes.
something.
WordPress, Wix is there, Google Sites is there. I have personally not encountered a tool which can use AI to completely make a website, but I think it should be doable. Doesn't look complex. There might be some applications
There is
that,
a there is a website called framer.com. So one of
Framer,
yeah, this link. So one of the students that we
framer.com.
mentored, yeah. So the
But
way it works is
minimal coding is required, or when the based on the dragging dropping system.
it's not even that. You have to type prompt. So if in the home page you have to include a photo and a description of yourself for your personal website, you can just type it as a prompt, and you will have to upload if images are needed. That you will have to upload in a separate folder or something, because it needs to know, right, what image you want to use. But basically, just like how you are giving prompt to the chat GPT, this can you can using prompts, it can create pages of the website. So I remember a student who we were mentoring last year. He was building his portfolio website uh, using the prompts from this, and it was good looking. Actually, he shared the website with me. I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Generally, we use HTML, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these coding
yes, sir.
for our
All
website.
that is really not required, I think, because if not AI, then
It is too
I
lengthy
have,
to write and
yeah, I have used WordPress or Wix. I have used to create websites. There, you did not know HTML at all. Actually, you just need to uh, know where to write what. That's all. So yeah, we are sharing a link for this website, wix.com. So there are a lot of free templates here which you can use, and generally, I think I was able to create my website in 2 hours using this.
Sir, what is the deep videos? I mean, use it is done by
Yes, deep fake
deep fake
videos,
videos.
right?
Sorry, sir. Deep fake videos.
Yes, yes. So I think, yeah, Moon Valley would be an example for you to understand how those are made. So even the deep fake videos are not, they are not a very lengthy clip, but it's like the face is replaced by someone else's face, and it is completely unethical actually. So that's why CBSE has recommended to include an AI ethics section in the curriculum, which is extremely important. So these unethical practices have have been on the rise after the development of the softwares. But yeah, they should be students should be aware, okay, that this is there. Like it's not like we should not teach them that this, because they will anyways find out about it, but we should teach them that this is something unethical and should never be done. So it has become very important to include this in the curriculum itself.
And so sorry, or this type of cartoon is shown there no, for politicians or others. Which what is
Uh,
used there in the news
Sir, I did
channel?
not hear you properly. Can you please say that again? I could not hear.
Sir, generally in the news, na cartoon is shown of the
Yes, yes,
related to the politicians making fun,
yes, yes,
the
yes.
so
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
type. So, which application software is used for creating
So,
for designing this?
for images, it might be either Mid Journey or Playground. For videos, we are aware of Moon Valley up till now, but for deepfake, actually, I'm not aware which
Not
software
deepfake,
is
मतलब,
used.
like politicians, na Modi ji's shape almost looks similar in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
cartoon form, in
So
the form
yes,
of
yes, that is
cartoon.
actually that is Playground, sir. That is Playground AI Mid Journey. Any AI image tool, there is an option of style which is in cartoon format.
Hmm.
Even in Moon Valley, you can see there is an option like that.
And for taking the
So
face, almost look, for taking the look like the original people.
So you can actually type, let's say, Prime Minister Modi, and you can type anything. So that image will actually be rendered.
Achha, in cartoon
So
form.
yeah, in the cartoon form, you just need to select the style as being the cartoon, and it will be entered.
Achha, okay.
Recently, I saw an image of Elon Musk dancing in an Indian wedding, which was
Uh,
also fake, but I tried to recreate. It's very easy to recreate that using softwares like Playground. You just have to type it, nothing else. Just in the prompt, you have to type it. That's all.
and sir, which website did you were talking about by using in 2 hours this website can be created?
Wix.com. So we have posted on the chat.
Where?
Let me share the link. Wix.com, Wix.com.
W
Just see in the chat
WIX. Hmm.
www.wix.com. This is a very good website. You can use some freely available template and just edit in that template. That's it.
So the
On
personal
LinkedIn.
website can be designed or professional also or organization also.
Anything, sir, anything personal, professional, you can
It's
design
a paid or
based
free,
on.
sir?
It is free, sir. It is completely free. Uh,
Around
you
LinkedIn,
don't
I
need.
have posted a link of a person called Ruben Hassid. He has a lot of followers on LinkedIn, and he posts a lot of things about latest AI technology. So one thing that he did is, so this post was about, can you can't tell if this photo is made by AI or not. So this was actually made by an AI, but it looks extremely real. So he tells what kind of prompt he used, what exact prompts he used to get these. So he used, I think, Midjourney, and on Midjourney he was, in the prompt he added some of these, phone photo of people queuing in a photo shop, in a coffee shop, and then so he's basically giving step by step what prompts did he use. So, and then the end result was something like this. And in the comments he had posted, I remember something, yeah, very similar, like
So
this was also like AI.
any random photo is taken or any third person's photo, random photo.
No, this is AI generated image. This is actually
Huh.
not a photo.
Huh. As in not original.
No, this looks like an original photo, but this is
Yes.
actually created by Midjourney.
This is not an actual person, right? This is
Yeah,
some. This is not an actual
Not
person.
actual person.
because you can see, if you try to read what is written here, it does not make sense. It's not English or anything, because AI cannot, Midjourney still cannot create the text properly. So that's why you can't read what is written here. Uh, uh, but basically, what he is saying is, he is telling you in step by step what is the way in which he used the prompt uh, to get the such photorealistic AI generated images. So it's very interesting what you can actually accomplish. I think one reason why our images look like the way we do it is because we don't know how to use the prompt properly.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Rana sir, yes.
Sir, because after this two sessions, I was just looking into the video. What is this Claude AI?
Yeah, I
Claude.
think Claude is another competitor of ChatGPT.
Uh,
So they have also received big amount of funding. It's like an AI assistant, I think. You can ask questions and it replies. They also have a free tier similar to ChatGPT. But currently the functionality is quite similar to ChatGPT, I think. Only for businesses who are looking for small improvements or some other things, then it's useful to them. But for teachers and for educational students, ChatGPT is still the best option.
Okay.
Features are almost same.
Yeah, almost the same. It's like along with ChatGPT, there is another company called Anthropic AI. It's the biggest competitor of OpenAI actually. OpenAI developed ChatGPT, so Anthropic AI is its biggest competitor. So they have also released their own product like ChatGPT, which is called Claude AI. So its features are very similar. It gets different if you want some expensive things, like if you are using it on a daily basis for your business or you've integrated it with your product, then there are some differences which start to emerge, I think. But for our purposes, ChatGPT is still the best.
Okay, sir.
okay, everyone. This brings us to the end of today's lecture. If you have any more doubts or questions, just post it on the group, on the WhatsApp group, and we'll be visiting actually both the schools, DKT as well as BK Birla, sometime this month itself. DKT I'm planning next week itself.
Okay, welcome,
Uh,
sir.
okay, everyone. All the best, and please try to be more proactive on WhatsApp. And just let
Thank
us
you
know
so
if
much, sir.
you have any questions or any doubts.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. See you
Bye.
next week.
See
Bye
you.
bye. Bye.
Yes, sir.